What up, and welcome. What's poppin'? Welcome, viewers and listeners, to another episode of Bayou Boys. I am your boy Joe, and he don't need an introduction. It's your boy Bossmane Don. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share, comment, and hit that like button, where you're gonna be able to get all the latest news and predictions on sports. Matter of fact, why you doing that? Go on, let your family and friends know also, man. We're gonna gladly appreciate that. But we ain't gonna take too long. We finna go and get straight into it, man. We gotta talk about them Lady Tigers and South Carolina Gamecocks, man. Man, let me get started, man. Kim Mulkey and the LSU Tigers fall to Don Stanley and her Lady Gamecocks to 66-56. Man, the first half, it seemed that the game could have gone either way. But in the second half, man, the Gamecocks defense stepped on to another level, limiting the Lady Tigers from scoring. With the Lady Gamecocks, with the Lady Gamecocks victory, it ended up extending to a 17-game win streak against LSU. Stanley also made history with 69 win streaks at home, which actually ties the SEC record. Man, Don, tell me how you feel about that game.
It was a tough game to watch because, like you said, in the first half, it seemed like we was there. We was fighting. We was playing hard. We was on the boards. We were getting turnovers. We were doing everything we needed to do. Yep. And it just seemed like after halftime, my girls just gave it up in the third quarter. We were playing pretty lazy. I think there was a time where they had like 5 or 6 straight block shots. And just to talk about block shots, they led the block shot ratio. I want to say they had 11 to our 2. So just let you know that they were very aggressive on that defensive end. We had 17 turnovers to their 11. So it's like them girls, South Carolina, kudos to them. Hats off. Y'all beat us. They turned it up in the second half. Like you said, they stopped us from scoring points. We just couldn't do anything. My girl Morrow still finished with a double-double. You know how she get down.
For sure.
She had 15 points, 16 boards. You know what I'm saying? Big Four only had 13, but it seems like in these big games, she's always in foul trouble. And I don't know if it's a big coincidence or what, but every time it's a big game where it's time for the stars to show up and show out, Big Four is always in some type of foul trouble. But like I said, she had 13. She couldn't really do nothing in the second half as well. They just shut us down, man. So, the best team won, and that's just what happened.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it really wasn't that South Carolina, just scored more shots. Made more shots than the Lady Tigers. Both teams, I believe, had 23 made field goals. So, but the thing was the fouls, though. The fouls was leading them to, to extra shots and shooting free throws. And really, that's the only thing that extended that lead. They ended up going on like an 8-0 run. Also, South Carolina, I think, like in the third, they didn't look back after that. And like we said earlier, man, their defense has stepped up. Man, I think South Carolina ended up having like 13 steals, and Raven Johnson had 5 of them suckers. Man, she been a threat when it comes to that defense, though, for sure. And she definitely showed that yesterday because she showed key factors how special she is on that side of the court.
One person I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut you off. I was just gonna say one person I do want to see step up for LSU Tigers is I think her name is Samaya Smith, the one who me and you discussed when she was a freshman, kind of tall with
I
just feel like that she should be more of a physical presence in that paint than what she is. And I don't know if it's just the coach's game plan or what it is, but I do want to see her get more aggressive in that paint.
Yeah. Especially with scoring.
Yes.
I'm not too really sure how many rebounds she had, but LSU even out rebound South Carolina, and for them to still lose, that's pretty crazy. Normally the person with the most rebounds they normally win basketball games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that they had more second chance points also. But I think you had said one time we had a conversation. LSU play a lot of one-on-one ball,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not gonna get it. This is not a one man sport. It takes a team. That's why it's 5 players out there. Um, yeah, so I think they got to work on that a little bit. They was, I'm not even gonna say they was just shooting that bad. They shot all right, but it was a lot of bad shots. LSU also was taking. I think they kind of rushed a lot of possessions that they had, just missed opportunities. Man, I also want to bring up Joyce Edwards for South Carolina, the freshman. Man, girl's a dog, man. She's
Mm-hmm.
leading the team in scoring also. She had 14 the other night. Um, but man, she's a dog on both sides of the court. So that was something that was unexpected. We like I said, we didn't see her last year. She's a true freshman for sure.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And just before we move on, even talking about like the one-on-one ball with LSU, watching
Right.
the game, they run a lot of pick and roll, and
Mm-hmm.
the picks was just not. It's like there was no
It
type
wasn't
of
solid.
effort, no type of
Right.
effort in trying to set in the screen, no type of effort actually trying to get open from the screen, and that's why I feel
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of it goes to coaching, if you ask me, but we just need to do better. We just need to do better if we want to, beat these top teams in the nation.
Yeah, definitely. Moving right along, Bossmane, the Ohio State Buckeyes take down Notre Dame Fighting Irish in the showdown in the national championship. Man, Ohio State built a 31-7 lead against the Fighting Irish in the third quarter, but not before Notre Dame came back charging back. But however, the Buckeyes held them off to a 34-23 victory. Really thanks to their quarterback, Will Howard, ended up completing a 56-yard pass to Jeremiah Smith, the true freshman, late in the fourth quarter. Um, Man, Will Howard played excellent, man. He was like 17 for 12, pass attempts, 231 passing yards, 16 carries, 57 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That boy's a beast, man. What you got to say about it?
I think the best team won. I predicted Ohio State to win. I knew what they
You
was
did,
going
you
to do.
did.
Shout
You
out to
did,
that
you
O.
did. Yeah. Oh.
One one person I was paying attention to was Riley Leonard for Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He came out first drive of the game. I think he had a rushing touchdown. Kind of
Your
quiet a
boy.
little bit after that. But I do think that he finished the game with like 255 yards, 2 touchdowns passing, and a rushing touchdown. But I do think the real determining factor in that game was Ohio State dominated that running game.
Yep.
Couple big runs from Hugh Judkins, who finished with over 100 yards. I think he had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So it seemed like in the beginning of the game, Notre Dame was getting that big push up front, maybe like the first drive. But after that, Ohio State got it together and started moving them boys around. And Notre Dame
Yeah.
really didn't have an answer for it. One
Right.
person I do want to acknowledge who kind of turned up in the second half, who I never heard of him until this game, was Jaden Greathouse.
Yeah, boy's a
He had
dog.
a very clutch receptions for Notre Dame when they were trying to get back
Mm-hmm.
into the game. I think he finished the game with over 120 receiving yards with two
Mm-hmm.
touchdowns. So, he came ready to play. When his number was called, he showed up and showed out, like I always say. But like I said, Ohio State just came with a better game plan, man. Dominated the running game. Notre Dame really didn't have an answer for it, and that was the outcome of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a key factor for Ohio State, man. Trying to let Notre Dame quarterback beat them by throwing the ball because they literally been dominant, in the run game. And not to say that he can't pass, but letting him decide who to pass to and make quick decisions. I think that was a key factor for Ohio State victory. Um, they definitely slowed down the running back Love. He wasn't able really to get active. He wasn't able to go up and down the field. He slowed him up a little bit. But also, I wanted to add, well, Ohio, Will Howard wasn't the only one who showed out. Quishon Junkins,
Yeah, Juggins.
Junkins, man, he had 11 carries. He almost really did it all. He had
Yeah.
11 carries, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he had 2 receptions, 21 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, the guy was everywhere. So,
Yeah.
you know, at that point, you know, it's just matchups. They didn't have nobody to match up with him. Though I still feel like Notre Dame DBs are still good. You know, they were just moving Christian everywhere. Like I say, he was running back, receiver. You know, they didn't know they had too many weapons over there on that side of the field on offense. But they did start to step up towards the end. They just came up short, you know, at the end. Also, before we switch it up, with that victory, Ohio State ended up claiming their ninth national championship, and was also funny. I'm not sure the year, but they won the first 14 playoff, and now they just won the first 12-team playoff, college football playoffs. So that was real interesting. Yep.
That's a stat.
That's it. That's
a
pretty
stat.
crazy. Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Something I would do if I was a coach. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna move along with that. Man, Bossmane, check it out, man. Ben Johnson, a former Detroit Lions offense coordinator, just accepted the head coaching position for the Chicago Bears. After spending 3 years with the Lions, in those years, the Detroit Lions finished in the top 5 offense each year he was there. With Johnson accepting that position with the Chicago Bears, he's going to be the 19th head coach in the franchise of 105 years of existence. Bossmane, you think this is the answer the Bears need?
I definitely think this is a start for the Bears. We saw the Bears this past season. Didn't have that much of a great season with their rookie quarterback, Caleb Williams. It was a little short spell when you thought they were getting it together, but not really the outcome you would want to have if you were the Chicago Bears. So, you know, hey, I'm always, you know, with my team, my Saints, you got to start somewhere. You know, we got to start first somewhere. So they started with getting rid of their coach and seeing what this new coach can bring to the team. And
can I say something? After 1 year, though?
You said what?
He was only there for 1 year, though.
Who?
Wasn't Chicago Bears coach only there for 1 year?
Hey, man. If he was only there for 1 year, the year was up.
Don't bend around here. Get you out of
there. Real strict around here. You heard me?
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
But it also could be him having problems with the front office and GM and things of that nature. You know, he maybe want to implement some things that they, not letting them do. So I don't necessarily just blame it with the morale of the team because at the end of the day it's a business. And we all got a boss. So he probably get into it with his bosses or something, and they just felt the best decision was for him to leave.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, is he the answer? He can be. Being what he was able to accomplish with the Detroit Lions, like I said earlier, finishing top 5 in offense every year. So, I mean, they kind of, not to say they got the same weapons, but they do have weapons with the Chicago Bears. They got Keenan Allen, they got DJ Moore, they got Cole Kmet, they got Swift, and like you say, Caleb Williams. And also they got the boy from Washington, the receiver. He was a rookie. You know what I'm talking about. Can't think of his name. I'm sorry for not knowing your name, sir. But however, with me saying that, I believe he'll be able to come up with something. Now, will they, first year, will they just be like the Detroit Lions, able to score 30 plus points every game? I'm not sure of that. It might take a couple games, But by halfway through the season, uh, I feel like they might get it going. I mean, Caleb Williams, he's a smart guy. He's a good person to have at the quarterback position. He'll know what to do. He still he showed his ups and downs throughout the season. He's a rookie, so it comes with it. Um, but I think it's gonna be real interesting with Ben Johnson coming over there. Um, but we're just gonna move right along after that because uh, we have.
And not even just Ben Johnson. I think their defensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn, just accepted a position with the Jets. So I'm not sure why. It seems like you would think Detroit just had a good season. Why would everybody want to leave? But I guess, gotta go wherever the money takes
you. Yeah, and also, I mean, I guess the goal for a lot of coaches is to be that to get that head coaching
you.
position. So
Yeah.
if the opportunity presents itself, why not? So there's only one way to find that, especially if I'm not sure if they ever been head coaches. So you never know, how you would do unless you in that predicament. So
Yeah.
um, check it out, man. We got the Bills versus the Chiefs. Man, Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen are two electrifying playmakers for both of their teams. And they're going to face off Sunday in the AFC Championship. This is going to be their third time overall meeting up in the AFC Championship. The Chiefs defeated the Bills 38 to 24, I'm sorry, back in 2020, which the Chiefs ended up going to the Super Bowl. And the last time the Bills won, they beat the Chiefs 30-13 back in 1993. With that also being said, that was also the last time they made the Super Bowl appearance. So, but in the regular season, Josh Allen is 4-1 against Patrick Mahomes. But in the playoffs, hey, Mahomes 3-0, son.
Yeah.
He undefeated.
Yeah.
He undefeated coming that thing. I mean, so Bossmane, who you think gonna come out victorious with this
one? My predictions, of course, I got the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm gonna start it off by saying last week I made a mistake. I said the Chiefs had the two best players in the world on their team.
Yeah,
you did. I forgot to mention the third player.
They got top three. I'm sorry.
I got three players, and that third player is the referees because I don't know if the refs out here making parlays. I don't know if the refs and the Chiefs they go to lunch together. Somebody daughter's kids play together. I don't know, but
right.
if you even look at Mahomes wrong, he throwing that flag up in the air. You ain't even got. Sometimes you gotta look at him wrong. He gonna throw the flag in the air. So
true.
That's just another key weapon that the Chiefs have, on their side, is why they got here this far. Right. But I do know that the Bills did win in the regular season, but there are some people out there that say, hey, regular season don't matter. Playoffs where it count. That's what really draw down to at the end of the day, winners and losers. But in that regular season game, I think Mahomes had 2 picks, 2 interceptions. He was sacked twice. I think Josh Allen was not sacked at all, but he did throw 1 interception. And also in that game, Travis Kelce only had 2 receptions for 8 yards. Now, we just saw Travis Kelce last week against the Texans, I believe that was.
No, the Ravens.
The Ravens. No, the Chiefs played the Texans.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant to talk about the Bills.
So, Travis Kelce had the best game of the season against the Texans last week. They did it all year long. You know what I'm saying? Got in the end zone, y'all just doing it all. So will we see that same Travis Kelce this week? I really don't think so. I think that's probably going to be part of the Bills' game plan is to limit Travis and make Mahomes have to make someone else step up. A key factor I do believe in this game would be Kareem Hunt. And will he be able to run the ball on this Bills defense? But if the Bills do want to win, Josh Allen, you know what you got to do. and that's run that ball, fella. I don't care.
So
I don't care. I don't care what the coach draw up. I don't care what the play came in the helmet. You say hike, you take out running, my guy, because that's the only way y'all gonna win this game. You running the ball, you taking control of the game, you with a rushing touchdown. That's the only way y'all gonna end up winning this game. Because I already told y'all got three of the best players in the world against y'all. Y'all got three of the best players in the world.
It's rough over there.
Hopefully y'all come out with a good game plan, but I got the Chiefs winning.
I don't want to sound like a hater. But I'm going for the Bills. I'm tired of it. I'm being honest, man. I'm tired of hearing it. I mean, I guess this how people felt when Tom Brady was winning. Yeah, I mean, I'm tired of it at this point. God dog, Josh Allen. I mean, it's on you, son. Like you just said earlier about the last time they played, the team that won, it was the team that made the less turnovers. Josh Allen just don't turn it over. That's how you beat the Ravens. You didn't have to go out there. You didn't have to do anything spectacular. All you had to do was not give the ball away. And y'all came out with the victory. And that's all you got to do today. Just nickel and dime. Just nickel and dime. But don't go out here doing too much. He need to run the ball. Josh. Right.
Tote that rock, Josh.
He do need to. Because he a big body. Ain't nobody trying to keep tackling that all day. Yeah, that hurt. Yeah. You know, so, you know, I got the Bills, man. You know, come on, Bills. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see where the chips may fall at when that time comes. So he said he got 3. I know it's rough over there. But I don't know, man. I just feel like the Bills are hungry, man. They tired of it. And it just seems like it's their time. You know. So hopefully they knock them out the way. You know, like I said, I don't want to sound like no hater, but get them out of there. All right, man. All right. Man, last thing we got on the menu, all right, done. Man, we got the Commanders traveling to Philly to face the Eagles off in Sunday NFC Championship. Man, you know, this season, you know, ended up being a split in the 2 games they ended up playing each other. The Eagles overtook the Commanders in their first meetup, 26-18, and the Commanders was able to get their revenge, 36-33, in the second meetup. But note that Jalen Hurts did not play all of that game because of his injury, so Kenny Pickett had to step up in his replacement. So that might make a difference in this outcome of the game, depending if Jalen Hurts end up playing or not. Man, Don, man, what you think?
Of course, I want Jaden Daniels to win. Former LSU Tiger, rookies having a phenomenal rookie season, probably one of the best rookie seasons we've ever seen. But I got the Eagles winning, man. I just think the Eagles are going to win based off of experience. They have experience. First and foremost, they got experience. Second and most, they got a game plan. Third and most, they got that big Hummer Escalade Cadillac truck coming out the backfield named Saquon Barkley, who was he averaging like 100 yards a game right now. I think when they played the 2 games in the regular season, he had over 100 rushing yards. So without Hurts, you got to stop that big Escalade Mack truck that we call Saquon Barkley that's in that backfield. But I got the Eagles winning this game. I don't see Washington stopping that Mack truck. They couldn't stop him twice in the regular season. And I feel like in the playoffs, you only get better. And so if I'm the Eagles, the game plan is to run the ball. I've heard Washington can't really defend the outside run. Just throwing that out there. So if the Eagles are able to work their ball to the outside, I see them having a field day against these Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels, you know, it was fun. You know, we all been rooting for you. You know, I love you from a fan point of view, but I think your time is up.
Get up out of there.
I think it's up. Now, the game they did win against the Eagles, keep in mind, like you said, Hurts got hurt.
Right.
But the game they did win, he threw for like 5 touchdowns. You know, he ran for like 81 yards. You know what I'm saying? But Will it happen in the playoffs?
In the playoffs?
I don't know. So we're gonna see. But
Film on you now.
if you gotta ask my prediction, I got the Eagles winning.
Okay. Not a bad prediction. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it quick. It'd be nice to see the Commanders winning. You know, they haven't.
Yeah.
It'd be different. You know, to see the Bills and the Commanders both there. As far as I can just remember, I never seen them in the Super Bowl. So that'd be really the main reason. Now, honestly, who I think gonna win, of course, is the Eagles. I mean, I'm trying to think. Really, is there another team in the NFL that really has, that type of roster? I mean, not only y'all got a running back, y'all got a good quarterback, good O-line, 2 good receivers, an outstanding tight end, and I mean, the defense is just like the offense. So, I mean, of course, on paper, they definitely look like, they should be unstoppable. But any team can be beaten. That's why you gotta play. But Jalen Daniels, if they'll find a way to win, it'll be a good story. Of course, Jalen Daniels and the Commanders, the previous year before he got there, they was only like 4-13. And now that he got there, they end the season being 12-5. And if they find a way to beat the Eagles, he'll be the first quarterback rookie, to take his team to the Super Bowl in NFL history.
While being black.
Yeah. Come on, man. So, I mean.
They ain't gonna let that happen.
Well, we don't know because, I mean, let's be honest. Did anybody really see this coming out of them? Mm-hmm. I know I didn't. I didn't. When they made the playoffs, I thought they was getting out of the first round.
They took my boys out. They took Detroit. They took Detroit out, man.
That was crazy.
Nobody saw that coming. Nobody.
No. But Jared Goff also wasn't doing well with the ball neither. He kept putting it in harm's way. That was another reason.
Turnovers.
You get a turnover, it's gonna cost. Definitely in the playoffs. So we'll see. We'll see how that game might turn out. Interesting note though about Jalen Daniels. Like I said earlier, with the win, he'll be the first quarterback, take his team to the NFL. And ESPN are already saying that he'll be put in the top 5 best NFL rookie season of all time. So question for the fans out there, we want to hear from y'all, with or without the win, should Jalen Daniels be considered as a top 5 rookie of all time? Comment below, tell us what you think, we'll gladly appreciate that. So we ain't gonna hold up.
Obvious rookie of the year. Obvious. Best, if you ask me, obvious best rookie we seen all time. And that boy came out that Bayou LSU, you know what I'm saying? And we can see if he took a team like, this man took the Washington Commanders to the NFC Championship. That record was last year. It was 4 and something. He took them boys to the NFC Championship, man. Come on, man. Greatness. He ain't Shador, but legendary.
Right. Facts. At the beginning of the season, I think they had said the Commanders was going to end the season basically wherever the Titans was at.
Come on, man.
I think Titans got like the first pick of the draft, don't
it? They up there, top 3 for sure.
Yeah, so that's a big turnaround. Man, kudos to them though. Man, dude's a beast. So we'll see how that game ends up turning out.
Yeah, that Bayou.
That's what it was. He also said, hey, anybody out there, y'all need a school, man, come to that LSU, man. Hey, one thing Jalen Daniels said, he didn't understand the importance of his diet, his nutrition until he came to LSU. And the coaches had to show him and let him know. Now you see what's gonna happen. Now you see how the way he's performing. Man, come on down here to that bayou. You're gonna
It
come
gotta
get
be
your
something
weight.
that it gotta be something in that crawfish, man. It
It
gotta be
gotta be
something in
something
that
in that
crawfish.
boy. It
That what
gotta be
got
something in
Joe.
that
That what
food.
got Joe Burrow. It gotta be something in that
Come
crawfish,
on
man.
now. Look at Chase. Justin Jefferson. Hey, we
Come on,
receiver.
man.
Come on, man. DBU. I mean, not DBU. Wide receiver U was
Everything.
like that.
Everything.
Yep. So, well, done. This completes this episode of Bayou Boys. Like I said before, it's your boy Joe. And
Yeah.
again, your boy Bossmane Don.
Yeah.
Man, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Comment,
Please.
share, hit the
Please.
like button.
I got a family. Please.
Come on now. And at the end of every episode, we want to start leaving out, with something positive.
Yeah.
And we just want to thank the man above for another day and opportunity, to be amongst the living. None of us are in the hospital. We're able to move around, so that's just a blessing.
Amen.
But like I said, man, thank you for joining us, and we'll catch y'all next episode. Peace.